Hello, my name is Aleisha and welcome to the Nurse RX. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for continuing this journey with me. If you are a new subscriber, welcome and please join our journey as we continue to dive into medical information, beauty, fashion, lifestyle, fitness. We're going to have some food content. We're going to have everything on this channel. Why? Because I'm a multifaceted woman and I don't want to limit myself to one particular thing. So we're going to be all things Aleisha. We're going to be nurse. We're going to be mama. We're going to be wife. We're going to be all the things. So this is my continued journey on my hiatal hernia and the surgery I just had recently. So I am 10 days out post-op from my hiatal hernia surgery. I had my surgery on May 27th, 2022. And on my last video, I told you I was about 95% sure I was going to do the two-pay fundoplication over the Nissen fundoplication. And yes, I did choose the two-pay fundoplication. I must say 10 days out, I am so happy with my results. I'm so happy with my physician. Everything has been phenomenal thus far. So I am about a week and 3 days out post-surgery. So let me take you back to surgery day one, the day of my surgery. I arrived to the hospital where it's a little different now during COVID. They send you back to the room. My husband was initially not allowed back there with me. It was just me, the nurses, the doctors. You know, prior to COVID, your loved one was able to come with you to the back, but he was not able to do so. So they hooked up my IVs. They started one IV. They told me when I'm in surgery, they will start a second IV in my arm, which they did. That's what I woke up to, was 2 IVs in each hand. They give you these cloths to wipe your body down with to eliminate as much bacteria that's on your skin as possible, just avoiding the face area altogether. It's completely body. Met with my surgeon for the first time face to face. He's amazing. He's an amazing physician. I don't want to give his information out due to confidentiality as far as my location and things like that. I'm not really comfortable disclosing that as of right now, but what we're going to do is just roll with the information. And if anyone has any questions in regards to, surgeon, where I had my surgery done and things of that nature, please feel free to email me or submit a comment. Probably email is better for more confidentiality reasons. But yes, once I was all ready for to be rolled back into surgery, they gave me Versed for anxiety, which really makes you calm. I went from a state of anxiety from here all the way up here till my anxiety just, you would have thought I was talking to my closest girlfriends, because I was talking to those nurses and the anesthesiologists like we've known each other for 45.5 years, and I'm not even that old. Okay. So after surgery, I do remember waking up from surgery. I think they had woken me up, or I'm not sure if I woke up on my own. They may have given me something to speed up the process of waking up. But the first thing I remember is having a massive headache. I don't know what may have caused the headache. I believe the headache may have been caused from, I think I may have a special guest who wants to join me. You want to join me, sweetheart? It's my son. Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
His name is Caleb, and he is my 8-year-old son. He is my why. He is my why behind mommy had the surgery, because I need to be a better mama to play with you, right?
And
Okay.
if you watch my channel, it's called Being Cave.
Yes.
Make sure to like and subscribe my mom's channel and my channel.
Yes. He does have his own YouTube channel called Being Cave, BEING, space Cave, CABE, where he does all things kids, video games, reading books to the children, fun, educational, things of that nature. But back to my surgery video. I remember waking up from my surgery having a massive, massive headache. To the point where I almost forgot I had surgery for a hiatal hernia. I think the headache may have been caused by the anesthesia. That's the only thing that I can relate it back to. And I remember one of the nurses or the anesthesiologist asking me specifically, have I ever had a history of an aneurysm? I'm like, no, I have not had a history of an aneurysm, but it was bad. So what they did was, I think I was at the limit for my regular pain medication. And I think at the time they were giving me morphine, which was helping with the pain for my diaphragm and the incision sites and things of that nature. I did remember them ordering me thenurserx, which is a muscle relaxer. I must say the muscle relaxer did help with my headache. I'm going to do more research on that as to why thenurserx helps with headaches, but it really, really helped with my headache. If I had to go back and rate my pain level at the time of waking up out of my anesthesia, my head was on a 10. My diaphragm pain, because you know they have to go in and stitch up your diaphragm, pull down the hernia, do the toupee fundoplication where they wrap your stomach 270 degrees around your esophagus and then stitching up your diaphragm. I will also relate that to, that was a 10. I remember not having a hard time breathing. I had a difficult time taking deep breaths. My breathing was very shallow because I felt like whenever I would breathe in, it felt like I couldn't get enough air in my lungs because I was afraid to breathe deeply, or if I tried to breathe deeply, the pain from my diaphragm would hurt really, really bad. I would say I was probably in surgery approximately 3 hours. I was then transferred to my room where they had my own private room. My husband was there with me. Thank God. I was not able to see him maybe until like 3 hours post my surgery. My father had come up there as well to visit me. So appreciate that. Once I got to my room, they actually wheeled me to my room on my bed. And they were like, you know, you want the good news or the bad news? I'm like, start with the good news. They were like, you got a private room. I'm like, yes. I guess not everybody get private rooms. They're like, the bad news is you have to walk from this bed in the hallway to your bed in the room. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. The pain was on a 10. Even after having the morphine and the thenurserx and all of that thing, my head they would not transfer me to my room until my headache had dissipated. They said, we will not take you from PACU to general surgery recovery room until your headaches are gone, because we need to figure out why your headaches are hurting the way they are. Your head is hurting the way it is. So getting up out the bed to go walk to my private room was very interesting. They had to lift the head of my bed, which was very painful. They didn't give me a walker to walk from my bed to my private room bed, and it probably took all of 15 minutes for me to walk there, get in the bed, get settled and everything, because the pain was tremendous. Once I got to the bed, they then rehooked up my my pump, my IV line with my IV fluids running to it. They then put on my compression socks with the pump, the compression pump for my legs to prevent DVTs, which are deep vein thrombosis. You don't want to throw a clot because you're laying in bed all the time. And they also brought in an incentive spirometer and let me know that I needed to do deep breathing in my incentive spirometer 10 times as deeply as I can every hour. I arrived in my room approximately 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Throughout the night, I was probably up and down every 2 hours having to go to the bathroom, urinating. And they want you to get up. They encourage you to get up. They encourage you to walk. But the most walking I did, to be completely honest, was from my bed to the restroom, my bed to the restroom. I did not walk the hallways. And as a nurse, you would think I would know better, but I just really was in a lot of pain. At that point, they had taken me off the morphine and they had given me oxycodone and Tylenol for my pain. The oxycodone worked okay. It controlled it enough to where I was able to, breathe a little bit better, so I can actually do my work. As far as laying down, turning, because you got to move a little bit. They say not to twist. You got to log roll out the bed. So when I say work, me getting in and out of bed was work. What else is there? Let me see. My night shift tech was probably the most experienced of all the staff I had that night. I did have a nurse. I did have a student, a nursing student, and I did have my tech. My tech was phenomenal, hands down. I need to go back and give her a review because she was very attentive. She was very understanding, very compassionate. She deserves all the credit, all the kudos, all the everything. My nursing student, I saw her one time. I believe she had to leave for the night because it did take them a couple of times to get to my room a little bit later than normal, which was okay. I understand, but I really had to go to the restroom at one point. But they had emergencies throughout the night with other patients, which I did not know at the time until they came into my room to let me know. But yeah, my nursing stay was okay. My nurse, she was okay. I could tell, look, I can speak because I'm a nurse. I could tell she did not want to be there. I'm just being honest. But my overall care as a whole was great. My doctor who performed my surgery was not able to see me the next day, but his partners who were on staff did come to the hospital because I was released on that Saturday, the very next day. I had my surgery on a Friday and released that Saturday. The residents came in that morning, assessed me, looked at my incisions, checked my breathing, checked everything. Everything checked out good to go. And I must admit, I was ready to go home too. Typically, I'm just like, take care of me. Do what you need to do. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to do more than what I have to. If I have to stay another day, I would. But at this point, I was ready to go home. I missed my son. I missed being in my own bed, my own space. And plus the IVs they had given me in my hands. This IV had blown. My nurse kept trying to push medication through there. It was a no bueno. I was like, stop pushing. Do you not see this bubble coming up in my sight? It's blown. So they just used this one, and I can tell this one was starting to go bad too. From the surgery, I was able to take the oxycodone, which is a very, very small narcotic. Taking the Tylenol was very difficult for me. Very, very difficult. So I told them, no more Tylenol, no more peel Tylenol form. I can't take it. It's too big. And they were just regular Tylenol size. It wasn't painful. They were just too big to go down my throat. I couldn't swallow the pill and feel comfortable that it was going all the way down. I was constantly drinking water to try and get it down. Not because the hiatal hernia was there, but because of due to all the swelling around my esophagus and things of that nature. It was, I didn't want to do it. So I got my IVs out, changed, went home, saw my family. And as far as the first 5 days post-op, it was very interesting. Walking took a long time, of course, because I'm trying to walk around my home to, you know, to prevent the blood clots from forming, to just oxygenate myself, just to move around, just to, you know, and the longer you sit, the longer, you know, the more your pain is going to be. So I did that as much as possible. What else? I've been on clear liquids for the first almost a week, and I will explain why. I was a good girl. I was drinking my bone broth. I was drinking my chicken broth. I was drinking my water. I was eating my popsicles, which I loved in the hospital. I was doing all the clear liquids, and then I slowly transitioned myself to like Activia yogurt drinks, because they sent me home with oxycodone, pain medication and nausea medication. When I got home, I did have to take one nausea pill because I felt a little nauseous. But I felt taking that oxycodone just on clear liquids, I felt like it was eating up my insides. So I would only drink my Activia yogurt drinks if I was taking pain medication. Otherwise, it was just strictly clear liquids. On day 5, I'm like, I'm doing better. I'm drinking clear liquids. I'm getting my yogurt drinks down. I want to try to like make some soupy oatmeal. I want to try to do that to see if I can at least tolerate it. So I made me a small bowl of very, very, very liquefied soupy oatmeal. I felt like I had set myself back a whole week. It was too much. Even the minute amount I had, I felt like it was too much. The oatmeal literally sat at the top of my stomach. It felt like for 4 hours. I was very sick. I was very nauseated. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I shouldn't have done that. And I said, okay, God, you got me. I'm not doing that anymore. But once I got past that, days 6 through 10 now have been great. I believe on day 4 or 5, I did reach out to my doctor to let him know the oxycodone were not working as well as I thought they would, because I was still in a lot of pain. I was not breathing as deeply as I could have been breathing because of the diaphragm pain. They were not able to prescribe me any additional narcotic medication, but they were able to prescribe me a muscle relaxer. And I cannot remember the name of it at the time, but it's not Norflex. Norflex in the hospital was everything, but it was not that. This particular muscle relaxer does help with the diaphragm pain. However, and the great thing about it is, to me, it did not make me sleepy. It just took away the pain, which is what I was looking for. Days 6 through 10, I'm on day 10 now, have been amazing. I'm able to walk around a little bit more. I have decreased my pain medication significantly. For the past 10 days, I have been alternating between oxycodone and Tylenol powder, the powder that you open the package and you put into your mouth. I take 1 to 2 of those packs, get that down. Just like it's more of a breakthrough pain medication, and I take the oxycodone at night to help with the pain when I can't get up in the middle of the night as much as I want to. But my overall journey so far has been great. I do not regret having this surgery at all. It's been totally amazing. Totally. I will say when I was in the hospital and I was transferred to my bed, I think all the moving and them giving me all that medication at one time triggered me to want to vomit, to throw up. I was not able to do so. Maybe because it was the very first day and my esophagus was very swollen. And typically with the toupee, you're able to vomit and you're able to burp. But since I was post day one, I'm not going to blame it on the toupee. I'm going to blame that on, you know, coming straight out of surgery and all the things they had to do to my organs, my esophagus, my diaphragm, my stomach, and all of that being swollen and manipulated to not being able to vomit. I have had zero heartburn. You don't understand. I've been living with heartburn now for over 2 years. Severe heartburn, severe acid reflux. No more burning in the back of my head, no more headaches. As far as the acid reflux, it's been going. So I am super happy about that. I am on a liquid diet, and the only soft things I'm able to eat at the moment is like yogurt and applesauce. I'm not even going to go near oatmeal anytime soon. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to, you know, force myself to speed up any more quickly than I have to. What else there? I think that's it. Oh, burping. Burping has been, it's weird not being able to burp. It's weird. I'm a lady, so I don't really like to burp. But if I do have to get it up, they're super tiny burps. They're like little burps. Your gas will find another way out of your body if you can pick up what I'm putting down, okay? But I think it'll come back, but I don't think it'll be the way it was before. But recovery 10 days out has been phenomenal. I am so super happy with my doctor, so super happy with my surgery. I'm so glad I was able to get it done. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm coming down to help take care of me. My mom stayed a week to help take care of me. My brother and my sister-in-law came down to be with me, you know, just to spend time with me, and they just brought me the most fabulous gown. Oh, by the way, I've been living in nightgowns for the past week. That's just been my jam. That's been my thing. I ordered a few off of Amazon. So let me back up for a second. Let me just back up. Let me give you some tips. If you are going to have a hiatal hernia surgery, I would say for any surgery, but particularly this one, since I just went through this one. So let me give you some tips and tricks in regards to recovery. Number one tip, make sure you select a great doctor. A doctor can make or break your experience. Like I said, the doctor who performed my surgery was my, he was the general surgeon, GI surgeon. But if it wasn't for my third GI doctor, I would have never come across this particular GI surgeon. So make sure the GI doctor you select has a good working relationship with the other GI surgeons that he's familiar with, because they're all in the same group. They're all in the same circle. They can make or break your experience. Is so super important. You do not want people cutting on you, nicking on you, you know, messing with your insides, and they don't have a lot of experience. I'm sorry, I have to say it, or they have really bad reviews. I'm a review person. I go off of reviews. You can't be nicking and cutting on me if you have even a 3-star. I'm not doing it. So make sure your doctor is good. Not good, phenomenal. Tip number 2, and I did all of this prior to my surgery. When you come home from your surgery, you want to make sure that you have all the things you need. Everything is good. So prior to surgery, I ordered a few gowns where I know where I'm not putting things over my head. I'm not stepping into shirt and pants. I knew that they were going to be working on my core. So I literally lived in button-up gowns. This one I have on now looks like a shirt. Isn't it cute? If I tie it up, it could really be a shirt with some tights and some sneakers or some heels if you're going out. But I lived in these gowns, lived all for the past 10 days. I think I may have put on clothes one time, like real clothes. And even then I wasn't in them long because the band from my pants was rubbing against my incision. I have 5 incisions on my belly, by the way. The pants was rubbing against my incisions. It was quite uncomfortable. So I'm like, back in the gowns I go. It's going to have to do, and it's cute. So when my brother and my sister-in-law came down, I guess they must have noticed, okay, she's a gown girl. Let's go and get her some gowns. So they went to Target and bought me the most comfortable long sleeve button-up short gowns. Like my gowns like hit above my knees, and it's so comfortable. I don't remember the brand. Is it In the Stars, Above the Stars? It's something to that nature, but it's super, super soft. If I can find the gown, I will link it below. To all of my gowns, anything that I purchased, I will link below so you can check it out for yourself. And no, I do not get a commission from it because I am not yet an Amazon affiliate, but I'm working on that too. So this is just to let you guys know what helped me and what is helping me. I also knew when I came home that I could not just be laying in any position. I didn't really know if I would be on the couch, if I would be in the bed, you know, or in a recliner chair. I didn't know how I was going to feel coming out of surgery. So I ordered a sleeping maternity pillow, the pillows that enclose you all the way around. That has been a lifesaver. It feels like I am in a cloud. I don't want to come out. Leave me alone. This thing is phenomenal. I can sit it up on the bed, give me support as I'm sitting up in the bed. When I'm laying down in the bed, I can turn either way and feel protected. With my stomach and my back, I can lay on my back, not on my stomach. But even if I'm laying on my back, I have enough support from the maternity pillow that where it's not laying completely flat, I can put another pillow up underneath it, which I sometimes do to give me more elevation. It's been great. My mother bought me a pair of really cute slippers from Walmart. If I can link those below, and they have the good grips on the bottom too. I will link that for you below. What else? Just shout out to everybody who has been team help me get better. Like I said, I did this for my family, like for not only just my son and my husband, but for me, all of my family. I just want to be a better person. And living in the state I was living in with my acid reflux, they were like, it's just not my family, but some people I know, like, oh, it's just acid reflux. Just take a Tums, honey. We were past the Tums phase. We were past the Tums phase. Like, I felt like if I kept up with the acid reflux, it would eventually cause more damage than I wanted. But shout out to my husband. He's been a phenomenal support. He works from home, so it's like if I need him, he'll come running. Shout out to my son. Come here, honey. Shout out to my baby. Please check out his YouTube channel, Being K. We're going to do some more uploading soon. Right, honey?
Right.
You right. So shout out to him. He's been helping mommy around the house, you know, helping me get out of bed, holding my hand, getting my water, helping me put my lotion on in my early stages of my surgery because I couldn't even bend down. It was bad. Shout out to my dad who traveled all the way from Orlando to come visit me in the hospital. Just to even stay an hour. It was like he was there for a long time, but they would not, like I said, they wouldn't let anybody in the back until my pain, my headaches, and my diaphragm pain was under control, but he sat there patiently waiting. Shout out to my mother who stayed with me for over a week to help me get better. Shout out to my brother, my sister-in-law for coming down, watching the game with me, and just keeping me company. My brother and my mother making me juices to, you know, because I can't eat food. So they made me juices, and they make phenomenal juices. What else? Shout out to my Mama Joan. I call her my Mama Joan because she is literally like my second mother. I've known her now for, oh my gosh, 20 years. I met her when I started working at a particular hospital. I was a nurse, maybe a nurse 6 months out, honey. She took me under her wing, and I literally was, and I am like her second daughter. Well, her first daughter. She has sons, but I am literally like a daughter to her. She has been with me every step of the way. Keeping in contact with my husband on the group text as far as my post-op surgery recovery, because I couldn't, you know, respond for a long time to anybody. But she sent me the most beautiful balloon set, and it's still up. Just beautiful. Like, she's like my nurse, and she is like my second mother. I said, shout out to my cousin who lives in Mississippi. I'm not going to say her name because she's a very private person. I'm going to say her name because Mississippi's so big, child. Shout out to Angie. She sent me this beautiful, beautiful set that came with the tumbler. It came with like some shower discs, some bath discs, like all the good things. Shout out to her for sending me a care package. I really, really, really appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the texts. Shout out to all the cards. Shout out to everyone who has been rocking with me through this journey. We are on the home stretch. I am going to come back and give you guys an update probably the end of this week. Today is Monday. I have a follow-up appointment with my doctor on Friday to look over my incisions and things like that. Oh, also, please, when you go home, make sure that they send you home with a incentive spirometer, because you're going to need that when you come home. Also, when you come home, make sure you have a stool softener. This is part of my tips and tricks. I should have informed you earlier. I would not, me personally, I would not recommend the peel kind as of yet. As of yet. Eventually, when your esophagus, the swelling goes down, definitely do that. I have been taking the Docalax gentle stool softener, cherry flavor. I'm not a cherry fan. I don't like the taste, smell of anything cherry, but I have to do it. Please take that. If not, you will, with the medications, it's going to stop you up. And even though it's just, you're eating, I'm sorry, even though you're just drinking liquids in the beginning of your journey, you still want to take the Docalax. Trust me. Okay. But like I said, shout out to everybody. I love you guys so much. My family, I love you guys. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, husband. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, oh my goodness, to my cousin Angie. Thank you to Mama Joan. Thank you to everybody who thought enough of me to, you know, send me care packages or send me gifts or even send me a text. If you sent me a text, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, because you didn't even have to do that. So thank you so much, and I will keep you guys posted on my journey. And if you like this video, please be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, share, and like. Please share this video with your friends, your colleagues, anyone you know going through this particular journey. Please share. Thank you so much for everything, and I will get back with you guys soon. Take care. Bye.